Hello everybody, this is Intrepid83 and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VIII. Alright, so when I drew the Ultimas last time, or between last time and this time, I drew 7 of them. So yeah, we're up to 24 in Irvin there, so we're up to 124 Ultimas. So wheat. Alright, let's go. Alright. Now that we actually have that Inferno Fang I was looking for, let's go put it to use. I don't want to go to Balam or Timber. Well, let's go to Timber instead. Because we're going to be heading over there anyway. Or in that area anyway. For something specific. So yeah, this will, upgrading Selfie's weapon will probably be the last time I upgrade weapons before, you know, going for the ultimate weapons. So yeah, let's take a, we could look at it inside, but let's get Encounter None on, just so I don't have to worry about any interruptions. Alright, let's go. Yeah, because I think, aside from the punishment, I think that is, you know, the weapon we're getting for Selfie now will be the last one we can get, aside from the punishment, before the ultimate weapons, because I think those are the last 6 that we don't have, that we aren't getting, kind of thing, so yeah. Alright, so yeah, there we go. Yeesh. Alright, so for Selfie, we're going for the Crescent Wish, the Strange Vision. We gotta do some stuff before we can get that. Alright, so the, yeah, see, 255% for the hit percentage? Yeah. Alright. So we need 1 Inferno Fang, got it. Life Ring, we've got it. And 4 Sharp Spikes. Alright, let's get some Sharp Spikes and get Selfie for upgrade. And Grand Mantis. And in case you don't have the Life Ring, I believe they come from the Torama cards. Yeah, so 5 Torama cards will refine into 1 Life Ring. So that, as they say, is that. Alright. And get her the Crescent Wish. Sweet. Next up, we've got some stuff to do before we can get the ultimate weapons. But in any case, let's get out of here. Let's make one last quick trip up to Obel Lake, because we'll be heading down that way, so I figured, what the heck, let's go to Obel Lake, see if we can get that last hint, so to speak, and then go see what it looks, what we get out of it. Come on. I suppose I probably could have just run up there, but oh well. The amount of time it takes for this thing to lift off. Yeah. Alright. There we go. Back in the days south of here, there used to be a small but beautiful village surrounded by deep forest. Everyone lived a happy life there. Wasn't that Timber? Well, actually, Timber is not south of here. And Wind Hill is not surrounded by forests. It's surrounded by mountains. Kind of, but so I'm just gonna show you where you gotta go. So it's kind of, being south is kind of vague, but alright, so where's the orphanage? So there's the orphanage. From the orphanage, go straight east here. Somewhere to land. Let's land over here. So yeah, straight east from the orphanage. And this is what it's referring to, from what I gather. And yeah, that's all you get out of it, so yeah. It does look like there would be like a town here or something like that, some sort of a settlement, just the way it's cleared out, but alright. Alright, with that out of the way, time to get to what I have decided to do this episode. You might recall a little while back I mentioned something about sort of like a PowerPoint of this game. And while we were there, we saw that thing popping up all over the place. Let's get a good enough view of it. Yeah, that thing. Let's see what that is. Now we have the Ragnarok we can actually land on here. Alright. I'm going to take some, get some, can I switch party members here? Yep, alright, so let's get, yeah, let's go with, Renoa, Squall, and Selfie. Let's get our heavy-duty magic users, since we had our heavy-duty damage dealers last time, so yeah. Alright, so take a moment to get my, junctions all sorted out, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm all done, and here we go. I will be healing up Renoa, but I just want to see I just want to show on screen how much she can heal for. Alright, so for Squall, he has Ifrit, Diablos, Carbuncle, Leviathan, with full life junction to his HP, ultimate to his strength, 100 ultimas, regen to vitality, pain to magic, reflect to spirit, water on his elemental attack, life and shell on elemental defense, and Isuna on status defense. Just generic junctions for those defenses there. For commands and abilities, draw item recover with vitality plus 40%, strength plus 20%, and strength plus 40%. So yeah, his strength is up over 200. How high does that thing go? Well, we'll find out by the end of the game. Anyways, for Renoa, she has Shiva, Siren, Brothers, Pandemona, Alexander, and Bahamut. Seems like a lot. Well, actually, Bahamut doesn't come with any junctions, so I figured out put him on Renoa because we're going the Angel Wing route here. So yeah, so she has those junctions. Now for the actual junctions: full life on HP, nothing on her strength, regen on vitality, triple on magic, reflect on spirit, and haste on speed. Nothing else back here. Well, I got a suit on status defense, but again, just a generic junction there. I suppose is shell. Yeah, I think I probably could put life and shell here. Why not? There we go. Alrighty. Now, for commands and abilities, draw item magic with cover, magic plus 20%, magic plus 40%, and magic plus 60%. You may have noticed something different from when I cut out to do this. And then Selfie. She has Quetzalcoatl, Cerberus, Tonberry, with Tornado Junction to her HP, nothing on her strength, full life to vitality, pain to magic, and reflect to spirit, and life and, if you don't have as many ultimas as I do, like to, offset the effectiveness of shell, put shell here instead, but I've got 24 ultimas, so that bumps it up high enough to warrant putting it there. Alright, so, and Isuna on status defense. Commands and abilities, draw item magic with magic plus 20%, magic plus 40%, and luck plus 50%. Look at that luck stat. The highest luck stat of all our party members, I believe. So yeah. Anyways, let's we'll get into that. We'll heal up Renoa in a second, but yeah. All right. So for Guardian Force abilities, Quetzalcoatl is learning Elemental Attack Junction. Shiva's learning Summon Magic plus 30%. Ifrit's learning Elemental Defense Junction. Siren's learning Summon Magic plus 30%. Brothers is learning Spirit Junction. Switched him over that. Diablos is learning Hit Junction. Carbuncle is learning Status Defense Junction times 2. Leviathan's learning Boost. Pandemona is learning Boost. Cerberus is learning Status Defense Junction times 2. Alexander's learning Med Level Up. Bahamut's learning Boost, and Tonberry's learning Haggle. So there we go. Alright, so let's see how much Renoa can heal for with Akira here. I'm almost tempted to see what the cures can do, but yeah. Alright, let's top her up then. There we go. Not going to be healing up Squall and Selfie, because as you probably noticed, Renoa is in the center position. I thought Squall was the only one allowed to be there. Well, actually, no. You can actually switch them. But Renoa being in the center position, that is why I have cover on, and that is why Squall and Selfie do not have have not been healed. But they do have. It is still highly recommended that you actually do some amount of vitality junctioning, as well as boost vitality if you're able to, kind of thing, because we still can get. They still can get hit with multi-targeting stuff. So multi-targeting physical attacks. So yeah, that's just to having that little buffer there is a good thing. But Renault will be taking the brunt of the any direct attacks at each of them. So yeah, just so that they don't get wiped out so easily. So yeah. All right. Anything else? Other than that, I believe I've got Meteor for Renault. She's going to be using that. And Auras. I've got them at the top slot for Selfie there. And I might as well mention something now of what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to... this is where I put all the of Renault's other magic. So let's drop... Oops, wrong one. I'm actually going to be officially dropping all of my floats and the remainder of my blinds. So yeah, let's drop the floats. And okay, she's done. Let's do drop the float. And where's the blinds? As far as Dispel goes, there's still one more situation where it could come in handy, so I'm going to hold on to the number that I have. Obviously, Renault does not have them, so yeah. Where's the float? Float. Remember, hit square to drop any spell, so there we go. Alright. Got a little more room. Sweet. Alright. Yeah, let's save it. Just in case. I don't think we should have too much trouble, but basically I'm trying to do as much damage in 5 rounds as possible. And here's hoping. Alright. Where are you? There you are. That's a big cactuar. Yeah, this is a jumbo cactuar. Alright. Jumbo cactuar. I'm expecting, with the characters I have, I'm expecting him to have anywhere from 51,000 to 63,000 hit points. So, yeah, heads up there. You can actually... Alright, so yeah, you can draw Meltdown, Demi, or Tornado. Very weak to water. Water does, I believe, 2.9 times damage. It does almost triple damage. So yeah, that's why I've got it on elemental attack. Status susceptibilities, 50% susceptible to slow, but since Renoa has that status attack junction, I didn't bother putting it there because, well, I think she actually casts slow under Angel Wing. So yeah, mug, you can mug 3 to 4 cactus thorns. Not really worth it compared to the drop that you get. So yeah, we'll probably be getting that at the end of the battle. Alright, yeah, so we get a Gaia's Ring for that. As far as attacks go, the number one thing you gotta be concerned about is 10,000 needles. It does straight up flat 10,000 damage regardless of your vitality. So, yeah, but the thing is, he only uses it every 5th attack. So, yeah. I'm trying to kill this thing as quickly as possible before he can use 10,000 needles. Hopefully, the 10 points of damage from the meteor attack from Renoa won't trigger it, but yeah. Anyways, and hopefully Renoa's Renzo Kukan won't do it either. Another thing you gotta watch out, when his HP gets to less than 2% and you haven't killed him, the next turn he'll run away. So yeah. All that damage and then he just runs away. Yeah, not fun times. Alright, and also before that, when he reaches the 5% HP threshold, a message will pop up saying "Get Jumbo Cactuar is hesitating." So yeah, that's giving you a clue. It's like, better take him out quick or else he's gonna run away, kind of thing. Actually, I think if you don't get it down to 2%, I think he actually just hesitates more. But anyways, and then there's a 2 physical attacks. One is called Kerplunk. It hits all of us, and it is physical attack, physical damage. So yeah, we won't Squall and Selfie will have to rely on their vitality junctions to absorb that. But it's normal physical attack. It is guaranteed critical, and it's single target. So, and that is the reason why Renoa has cover, so that she can hopefully take that take that damage for them, for Squall and Selfie, so yeah. Alright, so first up, we're actually going to have Squall draw cast Meltdown. Going to have Selfie cast Aura on Renoa and get Renoa into her Angel Wing. And after that, we're going to be using Limit Breaks. So yeah. Alright, so let's draw cast Meltdown. Hopefully it sticks. Selfie. Cast. Oh no! I forgot the rearrange and put that back at the bottom. Alright, it's stuck. Angel Wing. Alright. Let's see how much damage Meteor does now. In case you're wondering, the recover command actually is a full heal kind of thing. So yeah. Alright, let's do some of these for Selfie. Gonna be looking for some of her more rare. Full Cure is one of her, I guess, special ones. Oh, that was quick. Well done, Renoa. I didn't even look at how much damage that did. And Gaia's Ring, yeah, learns HP plus 80%. Again, an ability that's a little bit overkill, but there we go. 20 AP. Learn a few abilities. Huzzah. And we get Guardian Force Cactuar. Or I guess Jumbo Cactuar, but it just doesn't fit in those spaces, that's all. Alright. So, we've got our, what was it, 16th Guardian Force? Or no, 14th, that's it. Now, Jumbo Cactuar, yeah, he's the one that, pardon me, he's the key to, you know, the level grind that I'm going to be doing at, coming up, so yeah. But still got some time before that, so yeah. So yeah, got evade, lock junctions, all that kind of stuff. Got another defend command here, that'll come in handy, just like the one on Brothers. And yeah, so that's about it. Alright, with that out of the way, I wonder if the ultimate drop points recharged by now. Let's go take a look. Gonna be heading back over there anyway for another thing. So we're getting to the point where it's time to start thinking about heading towards Esthar, but just a few more things I'd like to do before. Oop, too far. I guess not far enough west. Alright. Let's see if it's recharged by now. Alright, let's get Encounter None back on. Is it you that had Diablos? Yes. That Mug gives it away, although Bahamut also can learn Mug as well, so. That's the one thing about Bahamut. Aside from the ability ×4 and the nice, you know, strength and magic boosting skills there, other than that, he's kind of got the short end of the stick as far as useful abilities go. Hey, and it's recharged. Sweet. So I think Selfie has the Ultimas. Let's check before I do this. Before I waste another 5,000 gil. Yeah, okay, she's got them. How many? 5. Alright. Alright. Yeah, let's have this music in the background while I do this. Alright, so now that we've got that, I'm actually going to be refining some stuff. So first, I actually want to card mod all of my Blue Dragon cards. I don't think I need any more Fury Fragments. Just, I can only... For the sake of a collection, I'm only going to be able to refine this once. But, yeah, so just to double check to make sure. Yeah, okay, so we don't need any more Fury Fragments. So let's do that. And Krista cards. We've collected 6 of them so far, so I can refine 5 of them. There we go, so we have 53 Holy Stones. Sweet. Too far. And then go to Support Magic Refine, and I want to refine the Fury Fragment into 5 Auras. Might as well do the Aura Stones as well. What does this do? Oh, let's see now. Yeesh, so much stuff. What does Dragon Skins do? Reflects, alright. Before we get too carried away there. And now let's go into Elmag Refine and refine our Holy Stones into 53 Holies. Who do I... Let's give him... Yeah. He's got the other Holies, so there we go. Awesome. 66 down, 234 to go. What does that do? Would have been nice if they did it, but I guess not. Alright, so that's that. Now, Aura is probably one of the more difficult spells to get. I guess, well, maybe not the most difficult, but it yeah, where's my notes here? Well, it's definitely the most expensive. So, yeah, trying to get as many of that as possible before we have to start spending money is a good thing. Like, that's the easiest way I could find to get them. There is an alternate way, which is a bit trickier, which can be solved with a few junctions, but it's also can get pretty tedious and time-consuming, so I may as well mention it. And it has to do with enemies that I believe you can fight here, around here. Let's take it. Let's take Encounter None off. I want to make sure I can get out of the battles, though. Let's do the that. Yeah, that's fine. Well, if we're going to be running from the battle, I guess the status defense junctions won't be too much of a problem. Pardon me. Just in case, though. Yeah, that's all she's got. Could just do... Let's do initiative there. Just so we can get a guaranteed first strike kind of thing. So, yeah. Alright, the enemy we're looking for is a blue dragon. And let's see if we can find one. Hopefully you can find them up here. Alright, there it is. As you can probably tell, I had to go to an alternate area because where I was trying to run into them, I was having a bit of trouble. They're actually supposedly up by the mountains behind Shumi Village there, so running back and forth there. But I ended up just flying down across the channel, so to speak, to the Trebia region, to a to a snow-covered forest kind of thing. So that's where I ran into it here. So this is the Blue Dragon. Blue Dragon, depending on who you have in your party, it can expect anywhere from 1,732 hit points to 2,797 hit points. Draw list is blind, but oddly enough, it's actually weak to ice for some reason. Seems kind of odd that it lives up here. It's kind of like Dracula deciding to live in Arizona. But anyways, absorbs bio. 90% susceptible to slow. 70% susceptible to blind, silence, and doom. 60% susceptible to petrify, berserk, zombie, slow petrification, and confuse. And 50% susceptible to death. Now, here's the thing. But these guys, you can actually mug Fury Fragments from them. However, they are not very reliable. Well, you pretty much well, it's a 50% chance, but it pretty much guarantees you that you'll be able to at least get one or two of them by the end of the battle. The only problem is that even if you level them up, you only get 1 to 2 fury fragments for mugging them. And if you decide to, go the drop route, well, there's only a 10% chance that it drops them at this level. I think it actually, the chance goes up as they get higher level, but I wouldn't count on it. It's not really worth the hassle to get this thing high leveled for very specific reasons. It is a poison elemental fiend, I believe, so yeah. Alright, so the attacks are what can make this kind of a pain in the butt. Number one, it can cast death. It can cast Break, it can cast Bio, it has its own breath attack that's non-elemental and hits all of us. Unlike the Ruby Dragon, I believe this one is magical based, but if it's not, well, hopefully it is, but just try to be prepared, I guess. It's got 2 physical attacks, one where it'll kind of grab you and then punch it kind of thing, and it's a guaranteed critical, so yeah. It can cast Drain, it can cast Blind, it can cast Reflect, and it's also got its own normal physical attack where it just swipes you with its tail or its claw, so yeah. So basically the whole process of, using these guys to get Fury Fragments and thus getting auras, basically just come in, mug it, card it, and go. Now here's, and if you decide to do that, I would actually recommend putting Silence on your status attack. And or Slow if you can. If you got 2 people with a status attack junction, put Slow on another one kind of thing. But the reason why I say Silence is just because most of the stuff that it casts can be silenced, can be nullified through that. I believe you'll probably still have to deal with the breath attack, and also the physical attacks as well. But for the most part, the status affecting attacks should probably be nullified by that. I haven't tried it, so yeah, go into this at your own risk. But the thing is that going this route, in order to get the full 300 auras, saying we have no auras right now, obviously we have a few of them. I think we have 24 of them, so yeah. Doing the math, for the full 300 auras, you need 60 Fury Fragments, which sounds, it's not so bad. You get 60, we had to get 60 Wizard Stones for, the Faragas and all that kind of stuff. The thing is the fact that you could only mug 1 or 2 Fury Fragments from this thing, so that's each battle. It's not even a common battle either, from what I can tell. I think there's like a 1 in 4 chance that you run into it. So yeah, 1 to 2 Fury Fragments once every 4 battles, and then not only that, you have to card 4 Blue Dragons in order to get 1 Fury Fragment from that. So basically that's 4... in other words, you need to fight 4 Blue Dragons in order to get 5 Fury Fragments. Now, the even slower method for this would be playing cards. Obviously, you need 4 Blue Dragon cards to make 1 Fury Fragment, which means you would need 240 Blue Dragon cards in order to get the full 300 auras. So yeah, it was definitely the one of the more challenging ones for me to figure out the best way to get them. So I ended up resorting to, well, hopefully we've got 600,000 gil by then, because then we can buy the stuff that we need for it. So yeah, it's an option if you don't feel like spending the gil. Who knows? Maybe just spend the gil, and if you can't afford all of it, maybe try to come back here and fight a few of these to top it up, kind of thing. But yeah, just thought I'd mention the Blue Dragons here. So, in any case, let's get out of here. So yeah, just thought I'd mention that. And I think we actually have one of the items. Oh yeah, and while I was doing that, you probably noticed that Renault is no longer in the party. I decided to swap her out for Quistis, just for the, to eliminate the risk of, her getting attacked and then Angelo coming in and getting us experience kind of thing. So yeah. Actually, hang on. What do we need for the, I think it's this. Yeah, there we go. The power wrists. So yeah, for Power Wrist, you can get 10 Aura Stones. So yeah. I don't see why I wouldn't use this. What does it do, aside from giving us Aura Stones? Power Wrist, Strength plus 40%. We shouldn't need it. Yeah, I think I'll, yeah, let's do it. Why not? Just to get us 10 more auras. So yeah, the Power Wrists. There you go. 10 more Aura Stones. And thus 10 more auras. Who hasn't? There we go, Selfie. Yay, we're up to 34. Alright, so yeah, basically that's all I have time for this episode. I ended up doing a bit more than I was actually planning on it, but so that's a good thing. So next time, we'll start making our way towards Esthar. We won't get there just yet, but there is some stuff I would like to do, so I guess I'll see how much of it stuff I would like to do, and I'll see how much of it we can get done next time. This is Intrepid83 signing off. Thank you for watching, and have a good one. And yeah, I'll just leave it parked here. Oh, and one more thing. While I was looking for the blue dragon, I had paused it during a battle to, look up exactly where I was supposed to find it. And I accidentally, through, bad habits, I ended up resetting the game. So I ended up having to go through the battle with Cactuar all over again, and I only got to see Angel Wing do its damage this time, but yeah, so I ended up having to go back to draw more, to draw the Ultimas. I ended up drawing 8 more rather than the 5. So yeah, we've got a few more Ultimas than what I showed on screen. So yeah, I drew 8 instead of the 5. So yeah. Anyways, so yeah, with all this running around, I would be surprised if the Ultimate draw points recharge. So maybe I'll take care of drawing some more of that next time. Take care.